Hello. So I decided to use this microphone for my fucked up earphones, but it's still better than the previous sound, I think, from the previous video. I'm gonna do another tag. I'm not always going to do tags in my videos, whatever videos there would be if I will continue making any. But I use these tags to practice and to, uh, make things interesting in the future. I don't know. But in any case, today's tag is Darkling Tag. There are about like 20 questions. I'm gonna quickly go through them and let's go. What is a favorite candle scent? Ironically enough, there's a literal candle, that my phone is right now up against laying down to film me. So it's not my favorite candle scent. It's like some kind of cherry thing. But I personally like candles only when it's winter time. And my favorite one is like Christmassy kind of smells, whatever. And this one, cherry. It's too sweet, but it's alright. Do you have a favorite book? Honestly, I don't have a favorite book at this point because I think my favorite book was Frisk by Dennis Cooper, which is a very fucked up book, but it was quite interesting. But recently I read like this Beautiful Losers by Leonard Cohen, and it was kind of very inspirational. Um, but the second part of it wasn't so good, so I don't even know if that's my favorite book at this point, but it was definitely a remarkable book. So right now it is in my mind when I think of my favorite book, but I don't know what it actually is. I'll have to read more. Are you a tea or coffee person? Literally a coffee person. I love tea and I also drink a lot of tea basically, like every day. But I love coffee. It's just the point is that you can have like 2 or 3 cups of tea and you're gonna be fine. Well, at least I will be. But if you drink like more than one and it's already like your second coffee cup, it's already like a little bit bad. And from some perspective I'm just like, that's so sad because I want to drink more coffee but I can't do that because it gets me too hyper. But in the morning, cup of coffee, just I have just black coffee. It's so good. It's so good. I know some people will find disgusting, but I personally actually, in the last times that I tried to drink something like latte or cappuccino or anything of like coffee and milk, this gave me stomach ache. So, only black, solely black, and a pretty good black coffee at my house. So, yeah, definitely coffee person. Love it. It's so good. So good. What is your favorite brand and color of lipstick? I don't have any. I had some NYX lipsticks. It was black and some kind of very dark, kind of violet bluish type of color, which I actually did use for some of my posts on Instagram, like the blue one thing. Although I think I don't think you can see it anymore, but whatever. I use it for that, but I don't use lipstick. I don't think it fits me, and it's only when I do some weird lip shades that I think it kind of fits me. But besides that, it's kind of not good. What is your favorite perfume cologne? I'm gonna film it. I have like this one perfume, which is basically probably the only perfume that I ever had because the only times I had perfume was like Lady Gaga stuff.
I have an interesting mind, but I want to smell like a slut, to be totally honest.
I had that, and I just wanted because it was Lady Gaga. But I only have this blue Chanel perfume. Like, it's the only perfume that I have. It's the only perfume that I like. It's the only perfume that I ever wanted. So, yeah, I like that one. I should be not laughing into microphone because probably creates bad sound, but sorry. Uh, do you have a celebrity crush? I don't have any at the moment. I don't like anybody. I am living a mentally healthy life. But I did. We all know. that who I liked, and if you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead? No color. Like what kind of other color should I choose? Only maybe like again dark blue, maybe red. But I wouldn't wear red. So very dark blue. There we go. If you could change your name to stereotypical 90s, 2000s gothy name, what would it be? I'm not sure what would those be. I was born in 2000s. I missed a lot of culture, and I'm also not living in America or UK or any place where goth culture was more prominent in the music history, stuff like that. We have not probably never had any big goth scene genuinely, so I don't even know what kind of name I would choose. And I don't know what kind of stereotypical 90s 2000s goth name even would be. So yeah, what are your top three tips for surviving hot weather while black clad? Listen, this is what I'm looking for right now. I'm trying to find a way how I can survive this fucking summer because it's only spring and I'm already like dying. Today is one of the hottest days of this year, I think, so far. And it's going to be even hotter. I think it's going to be almost in 18, or maybe not 18, but still like 17 degrees. It's already hot. And honestly, just like I have some thinner pants that are black, like for summer. I'm gonna wear those. Blouse thingy. And I also have this kind of jacket. I used to have actually, which is kind of contradictory to my style, but I did had a brown one, and it was much more thinner, than this. The material was much more thinner. So if I would like to wear something like this as well in summer, I would just wear it in thinner, material and all that. So everything like just thinner material, blouses, something that maybe not wear also jacket, just a blouse or something of that, and maybe wear a little bit shorter pants, and I don't know if you wear even like skirts or dresses, then yeah, you should probably wear them. I don't wear them. I'm not comfortable in them. So, but if you are, that's actually the answer. You just should wear a dress or a skirt. Like that's actually is the answer to all of the problems. Even if it's black, doesn't matter. And just some kind of see-through thing, I guess, for people who are comfortable with that. People who are not comfortable with that, just again, thinner material, and but still something that covers you up, and that's why I wear jackets, because they cover up my body and all that, so I feel a little bit more comfortable. So that's kind of a hack, but it doesn't always work. So I personally feel comfortable if I wear a binder and a blouse on top. That's my comfort in summer, which is not still a lot of clothes basically, but yeah, and it's all black. It's still all black. Like I don't know. I'm just. I think you just let yourself sweat because the sweat is going to cool you down. I guess such a not good answer, but yeah. What song will always make you happy? Doesn't have to be a goth band. No song as such. I mean, grave songs. Uh, some kind of these songs. Those make me happy. Those that make me want to dance. And then when I want to dance, it kind of get me moving, and I'm like a little bit more better mood. So. But I used to listen to happy songs, and I was depressed, and I was not getting happy, and it was not making me feel better. Because I was interpreting it as, you know, uh, as this whole stereotypical thing of like, oh, you're smiling through the pain and whatever, so basically something like that. So it doesn't work for me. Are you active in the arts? Play an instrument, play outright? Of course I am. I do everything. It's not even like a joke. From failed websites to a failed, even more failed music.
And I'll love you till Tuesday. Da, 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 da.
Do everything, and I'm not even succeeding in that. So, active, but not successful. If you had a teacup or mug made in sculpture for you, what would you have it say? That's not an interesting question. I don't care. I wouldn't care. I have this glass of water. I don't give a shit if it was a mug, if it was whatever, written or not written, my name on it. I licked the microphone, but okay, I don't care. What is the number one non-goth hobby? Probably sports. Not particularly that I do sports so heavily, and I don't even like sports like baseball and football and all that, but I do work out with even weight, just one weight at this point because it's so far what I could afford. And like dancing, because I used to go to dance classes, and so I kind of do that at home, only at home. But that's, I guess, the most non-goth thing about me. I don't know which one would be other. That I listen to pop music, but there's goth pop music. I don't know. If you could be a supernatural creature, what it would be and why? I wouldn't want to be one. Like like I don't want to be that. I don't want that. I don't give a shit, But I don't know, like what kind of supernatural creature could I be? I mean, only like vampire, right? That's the best option. Like out of everything, what would you want to be a werewolf? Because it's not so fun. Vampire is the goth way. What horror monster based superpower would you have? Fucking hell, again, these. I'm not so into supernatural that I only like vampires and I like them more in a realistic style and whatever. And they usually don't have superpowers. But if I wanted to have a superpower monster based, um, I would like to be like Gigantica because she's tall. That's literally, yeah, no, that's literally what the first thing that came to my mind. I want that because I want to be not just tall. I want to be giant. 6 feet tall. I have no idea what it is in feet and all that. I don't. Point is that even if I'll say to you 100 meters, I have no idea what that means either. So, do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothic people online in real life? Why not? I basically never interacted with goth people in real life, so we put that down. But in online, I think yes. I mean, I never had any problems with anybody. I've been involved in some kind of, I've been in some kind of part of gothic community, I guess, on Instagram, and I don't know. I was just in some group chat, and there were a lot of people there, which I think I mean, a lot of them I still interact with, and I don't know, it's all pretty good. Which is more important for look, great hair, great makeup? Uh, can you guess? Because I do nothing with my face. I put the most effort of my appearance into my hair. I don't put that much. I literally today just washed my face with water, and that was it. Like just splash of water in my face, like wake up call. Let's go to study in university and so on. So definitely hair, but I'd like to also use makeup in the future and regularly because I don't feel bad about it, but I just want to wear makeup, but I just never have a chance to because I'm so tired and I couldn't be bothered many times. So yeah, I think both things are great, but great hair is something that I survive on. This is something that keeps the whole look going. Is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? I think that means goth subculture, right? Bring the Batcave back and bring it to Baltic countries. Bring it to Estonia. I just want something in Estonia to be like goth and not pseudo goth, which I know it sounds bad, but it's true. It's not real goth. Goth. It's not like goth gonna progress past Bauhaus or Christian Death, and there I like Rose Garden. Funeral Party, this band, like Plastic Noir, which is not really new band, but still, like She Wants Revenge, all these kind of newer bands and all that. I think what they came up with was pretty interesting, especially Rose and Garden Funeral Party. They have very unique style, and still it's gothic. So I definitely want for gothic subcultures to progress and everything of that. But there was a point that it just there is a difference between it's progressing and then completely being not gothic, and a lot of people today If before they just called everybody who wore black or were kind of sad goth, and now it's like even like literally, like this sportswear. People, some person wears all black sportswear and they're fucking goth. Or even if like again you put a whole face of makeup and you in all studs and all that, that does not make you goth. But for a lot of people that's supposedly goth, or like they make some kind of music and it's usually not in any way inspired by any goth genre, but it's literally just some kind of darker, like the same as Billie Eilish, which again she didn't define herself as goth or something like that, but still, something of that, just a little bit like more spookier or something. I don't know. And immediately those people will be like, "Oh, I'm fucking goth," You're not. I'm sorry. You're not. They just literally didn't use anything from goth, goth subculture and all that. So, because when you do actually, dive into the gothic music genre and you're very interested in it, you will identify it in songs and in other spaces, and it will be like your kind of, if you would try to play music, sometimes you would even unconsciously try to mimic that sound. It's your favorite type of music and you will try to replicate it if you play music, for example, or you would even have some kind of influence from that, and if you somehow dive into the gothic subculture again, you would have some kind of idea bigger than just how you dress, how you're gloomy and all that. You would have a little bit bigger idea than that, so yeah. And I don't see that in many people that try to be goth today. And again, I don't mean the people who actually are goth and listen to goth music. I mean the people who just try to be edgy and like the goth label, even though it doesn't necessarily apply to them. Gothic, maybe, but goth, I don't know, not really. Care to share an embarrassing story related to darkliness? Um, I would care, but I don't remember. I don't know. Oh, I wouldn't care. Care to? I can't. I don't know how to answer that question in English. But okay, whatever. I would have actually answered this, but I can't remember right now. I honestly don't know. I can't remember any embarrassing moment. The only embarrassing stories that were related to my darkness are related to the same people that tried to embarrass me. Fucking bitches. But it has nothing to do with that I felt embarrassed about it. And maybe, like, again, people will say that maybe, some people maybe who answer this question will say that they were maybe wearing makeup horribly or stuff like that. And I probably also did, but I don't know. I don't care about that. That I wore horrible makeup. Horrible makeup should be the new trend. Fucking hell, it's so good looking. How are you a DIY? Not that good. If I was good, I probably would be creating much more stuff than I have, and all of that. But do. I try to make some bag, which is like an old one. I try to make it some design, but I just don't have time for that. Like, I literally all the time want to be like DIY and come up with my own stuff, and the only thing I really do is crocheting something sometimes, or I just look around my room, and the only DIY thing I did, which I'm gonna probably film, is like the wall thing paper that I did with the pictures and posters that I have. That's the only DIY thing I did, which is like creative stuff and all that, how to decorate your room. But I'm going to that. I want to be more DIY in the future and all that, but we'll see. Okay, so as I found out, there's actually 21 questions. The last one being quickly describe your idea of wedding, which I'm not gonna do that because I'm not interested in that in weddings. But I will do a small confessional thing, which I didn't notice in this tag. It's going to be very quick. So sorry that I didn't say that it's going to be in the beginning, but yeah, it's going to be very quick. I love watching cheesy romance films. False. I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. I don't wear makeup most of the time, so yeah. I sleep with plushies. False. I wear non-black pajamas most nights. Uh, Something in the middle. I still listen to a boy band that had this bunny years ago. I'm just trying to think of if the bands that I listen to are boy bands, but let's say yes, true. I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. False, I don't care about him. I don't like vampires. False, I like them. I don't like clubs. False, I like to go out, but I don't know about clubs, and it depends on which club, probably. And I can't have an opinion on it as well because I haven't been to many clubs. So, I'm dating a god dark clay person. False, I don't date anybody. I don't enjoy graveyards. False, I like him. Blood makes me queasy. False, cause I only kind of like when I watch movies sometimes or like see someone's like injuries on like online or in real life, but genuinely no. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. That probably is true. I don't like haunted houses. I've never been to one, so false. I don't know. I still browse Hot Topic's clearance tracks. False. Hot Topic. Uh, I didn't. Yeah, it's an American thing. It's an Anglo-American thing. I don't know. We don't have it here, and I didn't have never had an opportunity to look for it or anything of that. So it's just not part of my culture here. This is my answer. I've never read Dracula. False. I did. I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. False. It's incredible. I love it so much. It doesn't matter. Like even if it's like one of the most popular girl songs out there and it's like overused in every media and so on, it is actually not. And you know what makes this song better is the performance that Peter Murphy did, which he did upside down on one concert. How is it not the most goth thing ever? And it's so good. It's still so good. Like no matter what, it's still so good. I was turning up and it's always so good. So false, false, again, false. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had to do it really quickly because I just came back from uni and I have to come back to the like an hour or so. And I hope sound quality is a bit better this time because, the previous time it sounded pretty off and I decided to fix it. So, yeah, and this is why, I do this kind of training videos because with each and every one of them, I'll find out what kind of thing I didn't like about what I was doing and so on and fix them and then probably upload some better videos like already, not on private link, but on actual channel because I do have some ideas which could be interesting, but again, this is not the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna do a lot of different stuff, which I can't even name right now because I don't know. I just have some ideas, but I never know how they will come up. But yeah, this is it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments to the previous video, not on YouTube but on Instagram. Still, it's very much appreciative of them. Thank you so much for commenting that you liked them and you wanted to see more. So, yeah, thank you and. See you in the next one, I guess, if there's going to be one. So, yeah, bye. I love watching cheese. Да блять, сука, нахуй.